to record this session. Today we're going to talk about Excel. Excel, I don't know if you know why we use Excel. Do you have answer?
I think it's for accounting is a good helping, and for numbering, anything we work with number, we can use Excel because Excel is smart and it can be just giving him it numbers, and after he can process all.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's okay. So you know Maxwell, why we use it. What's the difference between using a table, like in Word, for example, we can use tables, and in these tables we can put numbers if we want. Like, for example, you as a person want to do a kind of your personal financial, for example, how much income you have every month, how much expenses you have every month, and you want to register this information. You can do this on Word, for example, but what's good about Excel, it gives you many other functions that ease the calculation. And during this course, we are going to see how to use these things together. Okay?
okay.
There is one nice feature in Zoom called share screen. If you move the mouse on the screen where you can see our picture, you will see down there is a menu bar, and there is one button called share screen. You don't need to press on it, but to make sure that you can see it, share screen. So I'm going to share my Excel document now with you, and then later you can share your Excel screen with me if you have any question.
Okay.
So how to open Excel? We go down to, if you know in your laptop, Parinaz, if you know where is Excel, you can just run it.
Yeah.
And and for Maxwell, you can use the search sign down in the start menu to look for Excel. So I will share my screen with you now, so you can see everything. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So now I'm going to write Excel. Okay, I will start with an empty sheet, or we call it Tum Arbetsbok. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Max?
Yeah.
So have you opened Excel?
During your screening, my screen, I can't.
You cannot share your screen while I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
So I need to stop sharing my screen, and then you can share your screen.
Okay.
So we are on the same page now. You have an Excel sheet opened in front of you. Okay, Max?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I just want to familiarize you with this page of Excel. As you can see down there, this we call it a sheet. It's like a matrix of columns and rows.
Yeah.
So you see the columns it's usually given alphabet letter like A, B, C, D. And usually the rows are given a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this, we call it a cell.
Yeah.
And this cell, how can we know the number of this cell? There is a name, or there is a number, or there is an ID for this cell. It's usually the column number, the column letter, and the row number. So this cell is A2. This one, for example, is C8. This is very important. If you don't want to count, once you click on it, on any cell, it will show you here the name of this cell, F8. And this is very important when we are going to use the formula. Formula is something we are going to talk about it next session, but today it will be just the general things. So as you can see here, like we are going to work on, for example, during this course, we are going to use our personal finance. Like, for example, this month, I have an income, like, for example, 3,000 kron, and I have expenses that I am going to record it one by one. And we are going to do all the functions that we need to learn in this course on this example. And this example, you can apply it on many other things, on accounting in a company, on your personal use, your, for example, we are going to use many examples. So this month is, which month is this month? The coming month is May, right? So we can give this sheet a name. As you see here, it's given blood it. Means sheet 1. So you can right click on it. You will get a list of, right click with the mouse, you get a list. And here you can choose bit namen, which is change the name. Max, I'm going to share this session with you, this recording, so you can keep all this information in the video. This video is going to be on YouTube, so I'm going to, you can have it as what they call it, like a reference for you, for all of you. So we can change the name, so we can write, for example, May 2020. And now, as you can see here, there is a plus. You can see it. This plus, it helps me to add as many sheets as I want. You just need to click on it. So as you can see, bladet 2, bladet 3, blad 4. So, and each one, you click on it, right click, you can give a name. So we are going to June. What's after May? Yeah, June 2020. And then we can give it July 2020. And then Agosti 2020. And you can move between sheets, and each sheet is totally separate from the other sheets, but it's all of them are under one Excel file. So this Excel file, I'm going to give it a name. The whole Excel file, I'm going to give it a name. I mean, saving, to save it. In archive, we go to Spora sum. I'll keep it on the desktop, and I'll give it a name, My Personal Finance. My Personal Finance. So I will repeat what I have done. I created an Excel file called My Personal Finance. And in this personal finance, I keep every month income and expenses separate in each sheet. Any questions?
No, I'm clear.
Maxwell? So, would you like to share your screen with me, or we continue a little bit, and then if you have a question, you can share it.
Okay.
So usually, we can start once we click on any cell. Or before we do this, I will go through these tools, or what we call it, the bars, menu bar, the menus here. Do you use an English version of Excel, Parinaz?
Yeah, I'm using in English, but I can't same as Swedish also. You understand Swedish also.
Okay. So you would you like to change it to Swedish, or you are satisfied with this, with the English copy that you have?
Yeah, I am okay with English.
Okay, good, no problem at all. So as you can see in archive, which is I think file in your case,
Yeah.
you usually most of Office programs are same, like Word, PowerPoint. In terms of the menu, this menu is almost similar. So from archive, we can create a new Excel file, we can open an Excel file, we can save, and we can print, screen.
Yeah.
And I'm just mentioning the main things. From start menu, as you can see here, start menu, we can change everything related to the font. If we want to make the font bigger, smaller, change the font, change the alignment, or what you call it, justering. Here, we can also merge the cells together, or delete, or we are going to discover all these things.
Manar, I think in Microsoft Office, all the program, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, all of them is a tax bar is a little bit same together.
That's right.
We learned before, and we can remind it now again. It's good.
Yes, why I choose you and Max to be in this session, although many of other colleagues are willing to learn Excel, because I know your level, because I decided to make kinds of levels in this Excel class, because I'm sure that you know how to make the font bolder, how to change the colors, and so we are not going to go through these details, because I know that you know them. So in this course, we're not going to focus on the same things we did before. For you and Max, we are going to focus on Excel function.
Okay.
Okay.
That's tech.
Yes. So that's why I choose you and Max in this course. Maybe there are other colleagues who are also in same level, but I cannot remember who else. And I'm going to start another course with with those who need more advanced details in these things.
Okay.
Okay. So in FOGA, as you know, you can add a table, pictures, diagram, many other things. We are going to talk about part of them. Please make sure that what I'm going to give you in Excel is not the information that you needed as accountant. You are not going to work as an accountant. what I'm going to teach you in Excel is something advanced, but not very technical, not for those who are going to work as an accountant, for example. So you will learn the basic advanced, what we call it, function, but we will not go through deep things which is related to accountant people. Okay. Seed layout, or what we call it the page layout, is how to control the orientation of the page, whether it's a landscape or portrait, the size of the page, the background. We are talking about the page, the theme of the page. Here, something very important, which is formular. Formular is actually, which is Excel is. Where's Excel is? Finance, logic, text, data, many things, and data also. So these we are not going to go through now, but we are going to discover them one by one later. Like in data here, how to control the data that we have. How can we make it alphabetical order, for example, here. How can we change text that we have to data, real data, how we can, there are many jobs we can do it from this menu. And the visa, which is show here, is the way that we want to show the page, like without in the table, without borders. Is it big, is it small, the zoom, and these things. So what we are going to start with is we can start by creating, we will start in May sheet, May 2020. So we can start here with writing. For example, I will write here my income. For example, I want to just show you what we can do. And for example, here, my expenses. In my income, of course, when you click on this, as you can see here, it shows that this my income is expanded on 2 cells, but this is not. It's 1 cell only. Like, for example, I will write something long. Can you see it? It shows here that I'm using A, B, C, D cells. But this is not the case. I'm just using the first cell. But I can do this. I can expand it to be longer as much as I want, or shorter. So my income and my expenses, yes. And I will give it a color. So we go to start, as we did before. Are you familiar with these things?
Yeah.
We can make it bigger. So, for example, you may have income from Migrationsverket, which is your salary, and you may have income from your parents, and you may have income from work. So here we can mention, for example, salary. We can mention parents. We can mention, it's up to you. It depends on, like for me, I have income from my salary. I have income from the government because they pay for my kids. And I can some people, they have income as bostadsbidrag or housing allowance. So here we can mention them one by one. Salary, parents, for example, work. And here we can keep one empty in case something happened or income came in the future. And here we can write the total. So the salary, let's say it's 2,500. Parents, they send 1,000. And you work something and you got 1,500, for example. This is per month. So how can we make the total here? We don't need to calculate it in our mind or using the calculator. That's why Excel comes. We just need to use equal. You write equal on the keyboard and you write C, start writing. Now it's Excel showing you what we call it functions. Summa. Summa is the summation. So you can choose this summa. Summa. And we open what they call it, bracelet. And I will tell Excel now to take from this to this to this to this all together. And then I will close the bracelet and do enter. So again, what we have done is I will delete it. So what we did is the total means that I want to add all these values together. And if I made any change on any of these values, the total will be changed automatically. So I don't need to change anything. So what I'm doing is equal summa or sum, in your case, Parinaz. I will take all the cells that are the range that I'm going to add. I close the bracelet and enter. So now if I change this 1,000, it becomes, for example, the work, he decided not to give me the 1,500. He decided to give me 1,400. So as you can see, the amount, the total changed automatically. Can you share your screen with me, Parinaz? I will stop sharing my screen.
How can I share?
Move the mouse on Zoom screen. Then you will get this menu down. And then you will see share screen button.
Yeah.
You see mine now?
You shared your screen, Max, now.
No, I'm sharing it.
No, this is Max sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I will share one by one. We cannot share two at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, so Max, I just want you to do what we have done, to do it in front of me, to make sure that you can do this basic thing with me. So what we have done is here we create income, my income. And in the meanwhile, Parinaz, you can do it on your, and you just need to show it to me.
Okay.
You can do it by your own, and then you can share it.
Are you seeing what I'm doing?
Yes, of course.
After
You can add
right.
any income you want, like maybe friends, for example, loan, maybe. A gift from Zoom. Okay.
But it's so helpful, Manar.
You mean Zoom?
Yeah.
It is so helpful. I was not really sure of the efficiency of running an online course with this tool. So you can maybe evaluate it if it's okay or not. Maybe it's slower than the usual one because I cannot see your screens at the same time, but still we can learn.
Yeah.
If it's in slow pace. You just need to write. It will disappear by itself. Woo! So I just want one thing from you, Max. You can the A column, you can expand it so we can see the whole text.
Okay, yes.
No? From the top, where is A written? Exactly, from here. Yes. Because what you have done is another function, actually. If you go to the cell and you drag it, this is another function. I'm going to show you this function in next session.
Yeah.
Yes? Would you like to add any other income?
No, I think he has enough.
Okay. You can write the total, the sum.
175, right? Yeah. I have to put it on
you
the
can write,
business. Yeah,
yes,
right.
Max?
Yeah.
No, you can write total.
You can give it a name here. This cell, you can just give it a name, like total or the total of the income.
Okay. But I thought summa is the total in summa, and when we say summa in Swedish, means the total.
No, not
right?
here. We are going to do summa in the next cell under the numbers. Total, yes. And now you can go to the next cell. And to use the formula, you have to indicate Excel that you are going to use a formula. So you just write equal. Can you see it on the keyboard?
Yes.
No? Maybe shift. Yes. Start writing S.
S?
S, summa. Exactly. Summa, exactly. This is the first one. Yeah. And then you open a bracelet.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you can just drag the mouse from, no, just please close this. Exactly. Go to this 4,000. Go to the values that you want to add them together.
Yes.
Yes, go down, together, all together, like drag them from 4,000 to down. Okay. Yeah, but don't use C column. Now you are using B column and C column. Yes, exactly. Close the, yeah, all of them. What happened? Wait a minute, please. Wait a minute. Go back to the value. Go back to total, I mean to summa. open it,
Mm.
you can see up that sum from B2 to B4.
Yes.
Mhm.
You can see it, right? You can see
Yeah.
it, Karinaz. So
Yeah.
it's right now. It's correct.
Okay.
It's correct. So try
Yes.
to change any one of these values, the salary, for example. Yes. Click anywhere else. It's it becomes 23,000. So
Yes.
you don't need to do the calculation from the beginning. Whatever you change, it changed. Okay, perfect. Can you
You
save
are
this
rich
file?
man, Max.
Rich, yeah. Hopefully,
you.
when you get your residency and you work, you
Yeah,
will
I
have even
hope
more
so.
than this.
Yes.
Can you save this file, please, Max?
To save it, right?
Yeah, have you saved it? No, it's not yet.
Then I have to go to Archive, Start as Zoom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can create a folder for you on the desktop better. So you can use the same document in the next session. You go to Skrivbord.
Then I have to put Max Excel. It's fine.
Okay, but be careful where did you save it? Here you save it in documents.
No, here you save in the data.
No,
Did I save it in
you can go
Microsoft
up,
Excel?
up. No, not here. This is not a folder. Go up. Yes, Skrivbord.
Okay.
Exactly. And you can save it. Now you can choose any name you want. Ora. Perfect. Very good. So now can you stop sharing your screen? Do you have any question before we move from this step?
No, I don't have.
Okay. Please stop sharing your screen. Good. Now we move to Parinaz.
I already done all of them.
Okay, perfect. I'm always keen to see your sharings because I know that you are super pro.
Arenas is very rich.
Very good. As I can see here that the total is the summation from B2 to B4. I advise you myself to I'm going, it's perfect. Please stop sharing your screen. I just want to give you an idea about one thing I usually do.
Yeah.
Zoom and stop share. Yes, I'll share my screen now. Yes. Usually, as you can see here in this value, I used from B2 to B5, even B5 is empty here. Because maybe another income will come in the future. So only what I need to do is, for example, I have loan. Okay, the loan is 3,000. So it is automatically comes in the calculation. So when you make a calculation, it's better for you, it's more safe. It's safer to keep one road here and to include it in the calculation. So in the future, if you need to add anything, you still have the chance for this. If you don't want to do this, for example, I delete it and here I write it just to B4. What you need to do is, for example, now you have loan and this loan is a 3,000. As you can see, it's included in this. I don't want it to be.
Just B4.
B4. Okay, but look here, it's giving me sign, it seems like Excel knows now that there is one value which is excluded. So it's not wrong. It's just a kind of, they are notifying me that you might want to include this value in this. So all what you need to do is to return back here to the value, and you can write it again, equal to summa then it will. But as I told you, the first step is better, because if you keep one or two empty, let's see what happens if we add a row between 4 and 5. Do you think that it's going to be included automatically?
I think so.
How we can add a row here? We just need to stop on 5, and we can infoga. See? And now we look, we now the range that we are working on it is from B2 to B6. So let's open this. As you can see here, automatically it's added. Why? Why this row that we created is added?
Because
automatically to the total.
The number of all rows is automatically from 1 to 10, 11, 12, anything. And the cell here is smart for sum all columns of above this CLAMOX.
Yes, I can say this in other way. You're right. When we told Excel that, as you can see here, this is a summa of this is a range. Anything between B2 and B6, anything. So whatever you add in the middle, it will be taken. So if you add here something else like allowance, allowance. So let's say it's 1,000. As you can see, it's automatically showing here. And if you just delete it, this month you don't have allowance, so it's automatically deducted from the amount. Clear?
Yeah.
Good. So let's go now to the expenses. The expenses might be something more detailed. For example, we have rent. Let's say that you are registering your expenses, not only like, for example, I'm not saying now that you are going to spend 2,000 for food. No, I'm going to tell, for example, like you spend today 200 in ICA Maxi food, 300 for your kids, 50 or 100 for your phone. So we have different type of expenses, and we can think in different ways how to they call it keep booking. In accounting, they call it keep booking, how to register all this information. But for the sake of this exercise, I'm going to show you, for example, that we have food, for example. here, we have kids expenses. Kids expenses, something like you take them to playground and they you pay for the entrance, for example. You have your own expenses. I mean, now we are talking about the family. So this food is for the family, something special for the kids. We talk about clothes. We talk about bills. Bills can be telephone, electricity, internet, and gifts, for example. And for example, we can say, we will think about it later, but let's consider these things. What I mean with these things, here maybe you can put the date if you like. The date. First of May, 2nd, 3rd. Okay. Maybe I will show you later how to do this, but I'm just giving an example. Food in 1st of May, you went to El Kamaxi and you paid 200, for example. Okay. And on that day, you did not pay anything for the kids. You pay nothing for clothes. You pay nothing for bills. You pay nothing for gifts. But the second day, you pay nothing for food, but you paid 100, for example, for the kids. And then in this day, you pay for yourself like a t-shirt, let's say 150. And you pay the bills of the internet, let's say 300. And you paid nothing for gift. The second day you paid, or the third day you paid 50 krone for foods, nothing for kids, nothing for clothes, bills, nothing. Gifts you pay, for example, one of your friend was his birthday, so you paid 150 again. Let's stop here. It's just an example. I'm just showing you how we do the expenses. You can go down to, as you can see here, how many days we have in 1 month? Maximum 31. So you don't need to write 4, 5, and continue writing. No, you don't need to do this. Excel is smarter, so you can stop even here, 1, 2, and you can tell Excel that, please Excel, understand the relation between 1 and 2 and do the same for the rest. I'm going to show you. Look what I'm going to do here. I put the cell here, the cursor. As you can see here, on the right lower right right lower right lower right corner.
Manar, take a cup of coffee, I think.
Lower right. On the lower right corner, you can see there's a 1 point here. I'm going to, okay, I mean these two, take these two, drag these two together, and then you can drag this down, as you can see, until it becomes 31. You see there's counting here, 22 here, 23. See what happened? Okay, let me explain. What we did is we highlighted these two and we told Excel, please understand the relation between 1 and 2 and try the rest of the selected area. So Excel will understand that 2 is bigger, is 1 plus 1. So it will, Excel will understand that the next cell is going to be the previous cell plus 1. See?
It's perfect.
Exactly. If we choose something else, let me delete this. If I write instead of 2, 1, 2, I write 3. And I choose these two together. See, it's going to understand that I am writing only the odd numbers, not the even. 1, 3, 5, 7, or the previous cell plus 2. And you can continue to the rest. But this is not our case. Our case.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
So what about these other numbers in the left side? 14, 15.
Yeah, these numbers is automatically given by Excel for Excel to understand that this cell name, for example, I'm going to give you this 1, 2, and then I will continue, drag it until it's 31. Okay, but see, even if I stop here on this cell, it shows that this cell name is A13. So this is for me and for Excel to give a name for this cell, give an ID. You understand me? So this we cannot change it, these numbers. But here I can write any values I want. I can start from 1, from 7, but this, whatever the value I choose, it will stay 12. You understand me?
Yeah, I got it.
So,
Manar, excuse me, can you take a minute?
yes, it's already 11:53. If you like, you can take like a 5 minutes break and we.
Yeah, 5 minutes is enough for me.
Okay, 5 minutes break and then we come back to continue till 12:30.
Thank you.
Okay, so you can, if you like, you can just close it, or I'll keep it open. So
No, I keep it open.
I'll leave it.
would you like, Max, while you are here, would you like to drink some coffee?
Okay, okay.
I'll bring some coffee to you. Yes. So now we go back to where have we been? Here. Yes. What I want from you is to show me what we have done. Any one of you can start. So to make sure that you digest this.
I share now.
Yes, go ahead.
It's like
I will
someone
stop sharing. I will stop sharing. Yeah. Maxwell has started sharing. Good. So we will start writing the expenses down there. In the meanwhile, Parinas, also you can start doing it.
I'm done before.
Ah, good.
With you.
And Did you face any issue with the dragging the values? Have you seen how it works?
Yeah.
Good.
At any number?
My expenses is here.
Then I can start with
Keep
feeding.
the date. Yes, the date if you like. You can keep the date here, for example.
Date.
Date, yes. Date, the 20 of May, like this. Date, D-A-T-E.
I have to put date from here.
No, no, don't put it here because this line is for expenses.
Then where should I put the things I like, feeding and transportation and
On the same line with date. Date, food.
okay.
I will show you. Would you like to see my screen first so you remember?
Okay, yes.
Yes. Please stop sharing.
I stop sharing now. Can I stop mine?
Yeah, you can. This is yours. Can you stop it?
Yes.
Yes, good. I'll share my screen now with you. So as you can see here, I keep the date, food, kids, clothes, bills, gift in the same line. And by the way, you can have your own way to do this. I mean, you don't need to follow this, but at least we agree, 3 of us, on how we will make the file. So it's like that. We put the date here, then on this date, for example, 1st of May, I paid just 200 for food and 0 for the rest. The second day, I paid nothing for food and 100 for kids and 150 for blah, 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 blah. So I will stop sharing and we move to you. So the date is here.
I have to come here and put.
Yeah. You can use the arrows on the keyboard to move between the cells. Here is the food.
Transportation.
Food, then kids, transportation, good, yeah, anything. It's your expenses. So you, clothes, for example, kids. If you have any bills, like the phone bill, the
Dates. I have to put month first, right?
sorry?
I have to put the month.
We can do one thing here to write the month, and it will come automatically. I'm going to show you how to write the month, so it will understand that it's a month, not only words we write. You can write, I will, yeah, exactly. I will delete this. So 1st of May. See, I just write 1st space May. and then 2nd May. And then I will continue as we did before, these two together. See, if I continue down, it will continue till June.
Wow.
We don't need this. We need only till 31st of May. We delete this because this sheet is only for May.
Do it now.
So I will save it again and I'll stop sharing and we go back to you. Share your screen, please. What is this? You don't need to do this. Just write
Okay.
1 May. So it will under 1 space May. I think your laptop is a Swedish, so it will not understand May as Y.
Okay, my.
You should
Yeah.
write my. My J.
Yeah, yes.
Exactly. See how it changed automatically?
Yes. And then,
No, wait a minute, yes. Now you have to, both of them, you have to drag, not to drag, to highlight.
Select
Not
it.
from here, not from here, this is not right. Now they changed the style of, of the, you can do Control Z. Control Z on the keyboard.
yeah.
Yeah. What, this is very important to know how to do it. Put the mouse on the first cell. Okay. Don't go to the lower right. Just click on, now it's editing. Now you're editing it. We don't want you to edit. Go, click anywhere else. Click anywhere else.
Empty places in the cell.
Anywhere else in the, yes. And now click again, one click on the cell, 1st May. Exactly, keep it here and then drag the mouse to 2nd May. Only second, only till 2nd. Exactly. Leave the mouse.
Yes.
Now you can go to the corner, this point on the lower right of the corner. Move, exactly, now it changed the sign of the mouse. Now you can drag it down. Go down, see, it shows you 9th May, 10th May, 11th May. Go down until it's 30. Yes, you can continue, exactly. Perfect. Leave it here. Yes. So there is no need to fill this information here. Or you can fill, for example, whatever you like. The first 3 days only, 1st May, 2nd May, and 3rd May, of your choice. A study shows that most of the people in the first, if they get their salaries the first day of the month, they spend a lot in the first week,
Yeah.
and then they start decreasing.
Yeah.
Same me.
In Sweden, people receive salary on 25, right?
Yeah. Sorry?
In Sweden, people receive their salary on 25.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
salary 25 or 27. Yeah, usually, for example, in 1st of May, we pay this 600 or 700 for the bus. So, yeah.
Well, you know, most people like me, I make most of my things monthly, like transportation, monthly ticket, food.
Exactly. So you write it just once monthly, which is 1st of May, and then you keep the whole column.
Okay.
Empty means 0.
Good. Actually, I don't spend more than 1,500 on food for
No. Wait a minute. What you are doing now is not what you spend in 1 month. It's you are recording what you spend daily.
Really, yes.
So in 1st of May, you don't spend 1,500. It's the whole month, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, so in 1st of May, like for example, you are one person and you are the only one who controls the money. But let's say that you and your wife and your kids, each one of them, they have their own card, okay? But you want to know how much food you spend. So you need to talk to them also, like how, like your son will say, okay, I spent 50, and your wife nothing, and you spend 100. So you record them. So by the end of this month, you will know how much food you spend. Now you are one person, so it's easy to control. But if you are a company, for example, and every one of this company purchase things for the company, and you need to register this here. Every person should make a file that on 1st of May, for example, I shopped, I paid, I bought, for example, a set of pen for my students. So it's important. Now we are doing kind of accounting, what every day we spend.
So now is this wanted just for myself, for me and like my family man, right?
Now we are just giving an example. Like you spend on 1st of May for food, and you paid you buy your card, transportation card, which is so you paid 600 or 700.
Okay. So 100 krona.
Yeah, you can write it here. Because you paid it once, one time you paid it.
Yes.
But the food we paid the whole month, every couple of days. So the transport is, you can write transport, for example, whatever it is, 700 or whatever. Yeah. Did you pay anything for the kids on this day?
Yes, of course.
On this date, on 1st of May, did you pay anything on 1st of May?
We're not even in May yet.
I mean,
we are just assuming.
For example, let's say now you transfer part of your money to your kids in your country. So you do it monthly on a specific date, which is, let's say, 11th of May. So on 11th of May, you go to 11th of May and you put.
Okay, yeah.
Or when 11th of May comes, you in the evening, you sit and you register what you have spent.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah, good. So, for example, on clothing, on 1st of May, you did not pay anything, but maybe on 2nd of May, you pay 300, whatever. Yeah, but in one day you paid, in 5th of May, you paid 1,000. But maybe by end of this month, you paid another 200.
Yes. Let's say I go to H&M or anywhere and then I buy clothes that cost 1,000, right?
Yes. Now the bills.
Well, I don't pay too much bills apart from.
It's good that we stop here. I want you to save this file. because next week I'm going to show you more complicated stuff. We are going to do it here. How to show what bills that we are going to pay. Like in bills, we pay electricity, we pay internet, we pay for example, for the school. Telephone, exactly, many things. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And by the end of this month, how can you see what exactly you paid more for what, you paid less for what. So please save the file. I think Max, this computer is number 27.
Yes, 27.
27. So you keep this, and Parinaz, please save this file also as you have done it.
Yeah.
And then next session, yes, no, just the Spora because you already save it. Off-breed, go down, right, down, right. Close it. I mean, I want you to close it.
Okay.
Just the Spora because you saved it before. Yes.
Saved.
Yeah. Perfect. Can you stop sharing? Good. Parinas, can I see your screen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Please, can you just show me how we do the date as we did before?
Here. We selected just 2.
No, I want you to write 1 May, 1st of May, 2nd of May.
Okay.
Yes, your computer is English, so it understands.
Jonas learns very well.
Sorry?
He learns very well.
Good. Thank you. And here. It's okay?
It's perfect. Very good. So please save this file. So next session, we are going to start from here.
Okay.
Just save the file. File save as.
I already save as in my personal account.
Very good. That's excellent. Do you have any questions for what we have learned today, and what do you think about it?
No, I don't have a question. I think it's complete. I understand all.
Max?
I don't have any question.
Okay. So what do you think about what we are going through?
But I have one question.
Please.
For example, what if I want to have a shortcut for what happened on, let's say, I work now on the 3rd of May? How can what is the shortcut for it? Like the way they used to be B13 or things like that. Like, if I want to know what happened.
Can you stop sharing, Parinaz, so he can show us on his screen?
I share. Do I need to share now?
Can you share your screen, please?
Okay, now. For example, now, where is the 14? Okay.
So what was your question?
Okay, I'm seeing it actually here. For example, like shortcut of what happened. Let's say 1st of May now. 1st of May. This is the the code.
Cell number, cell
Yeah.
ID.
A14.
Yeah.
The 1st of May.
Yeah, your question is if you want to know how much money, for example, you paid in this day in general.
Yes, the S, not in general, like the activity, everything that happened that, yes, all the expenses I made that day.
Yeah, for example, on 3rd of May, or let's say in 1st of May, because you filled already this information, you paid 100 for food, 700 for transportation, nothing for kids' clothes and bills. And by the end of next week, or next session, by the end of this row, which is 1st of May, we will put the total of this day. It will show you that you paid 800. 700 of them transportation, 100 of them is food. So here we can see that 2nd of May, you paid nothing. 3rd, 4th, but 5th of May, you paid 1,000 for clothing. This is the way we read the file. Is this your question? Did I answer?
Yes.
Okay. As you open, because you already your sheet is open, please go down to this sheet name. It's still blood down, and change the name to my.
What?
Yes, here exactly. Write May, because we are working on May sheet. Exactly, and the blade 2 make it June. As you see, it's empty. Good. Save the file again to keep the changes. Perfect. Go back to May. Yes. So next week or next session, we're going to continue this and make better layout for it, and add many other details, and try to understand it, how we understand when we see a file like this, how we read it. Okay, and my question to you is, usually we do the data course every week. Tomorrow we have meetings, and if you like, we can make it on Monday or Tuesday. So what is the best for you?
A whole week for me is okay. I don't have anything to do. I am sitting at home.
Okay.
I don't have a time problem.
Okay. Max?
Monday is fine. So,
Monday?
yes.
Good. I finish meetings. I have meeting at 10 on Monday. We finish, I think, by 11. So by 11 we can the same time.
If you want Tuesday, if Tuesday is better for you, it's okay. If you
Sorry,
think
Max?
if Tuesday is better for you, we do on Tuesday.
No. It's okay for me on Monday. So we can make it by 11.
Okay.
On 11 on Monday. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then you can do some practice by yourself if you like, especially Parinas, because you have a laptop.
Yeah.
And if you have any question, you have my WhatsApp, you can contact me.
Thank you so much for today.
You're welcome. Then see you on Monday.
Yeah, see you.
Okay,
Hey,
bye-bye.
Max.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye, Max.